whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope today's Orca encounter gives you a better appreciation of these incredible animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales truly are a natural wonder, and today Kalia is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for catching a quick breath of air right at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eye works to their advantage. It looks like it's in that white patch, but that's a visual distraction. It's actually located just in front in that black area, camouflaged from thrashing prey. And the fin on top of the whale's back is called the dorsal fin, which helps stabilize them while they swim and regulate their body temperature. The flippers on either side of their body are called the pectoral flippers, which are mainly used for steering and stopping. The pectoral flipper has 5 bony digits inside of it, just like the human hand. And the lobes on either side of their tail are called the flukes. Now the tail fluke is a killer whale's engine, propelling them up to speeds of 30 miles per hour, which is as fast as some of our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when they are propelling nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. They use pectoral slaps to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt. Fluke slaps are another form of communication that killer whales use in the wild, and of course, right here at SeaWorld.
Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as Ikaika shows you similar behavior right here in front of all of you. Crashing in front of all of you, but you can't really imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Well, luckily for all of you, we have two volunteers that have offered to come on down and feel the power of these waves made by the killer whales in that 55-degree salt water. Let's give them some encouragement. All right, go ahead and take a seat on that box right there. Hold on tight, you guys are the seals. That's your iceberg. Hold on. All right, well, it looks like we have 30-year-old Shouka making her way over here. Are you guys ready to get wet? Are you ready? Yeah, you guys ready to see them get wet? All right, well, good, because here she is. world, so it's no wonder they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen behind me is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does an orca Shouka size eat a whale that size in the wild? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach the young to hunt and to practice their skills as they grow. You can find killer whales interacting with each other and showing their playful side off all the time in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld too. Porpoising is when an orca swims fast to the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. You can find them doing this when catching a ride in the wake of a boat or when surfing in a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and will rub their bellies on rocks whenever they can. Our whales do it here all the time, just like killer whales in British Columbia. You can find killer whales imitating each other all the time. They're constantly mimicking and, of course, learning from one another. Playful behavior has a purpose. In the wild, a tail whip is used to stun fish. But today, these bouncers might be stunning all of you. Every day, which allows us to share trusted relationships and provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. The whales here take an active role in their own health and well-being. They will roll over and offer their tail flukes, which allows us to obtain a blood sample from the veins running through them. Therefore, we can monitor their overall health. You can see Ikaika practicing this on the screen and on stage. But we even slide it onto a scale so we can weigh them. Just like Orchid is doing in the video here. That way we can ensure that younger whales are growing properly and adults are maintaining a healthy weight. We can even take a breath sample from their blowhole. All of this is possible because of the trusted relationships that we have built together day after day, right here at SeaWorld. And now I'd like to introduce you to a very special whale. This is Shouka. Let's give her a big round of applause. Shouka is 30 years old and is originally from France. At one point, she also lived with a bottlenose dolphin where she essentially learned how to speak dolphin and picked up on some of those vocalizations. She then brought that vocalization here and taught some of her counterparts. She lives here with 7 other killer whales, and together they've inspired millions around the world, and hopefully you all here today as well, to help protect and conserve these beautiful animals and, of course, the ocean they live in. We challenge our whales every day to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.